How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the FireStorm Podcast. We are bringing you a special episode today. Another guest is here to join us to shoot the shit for an hour and a half or something like that. So we would like to introduce to you, he is known in Adelaide, at least where I'm from, as May Deku because of his experiences at AvCon. And you would know... I know. You would know him on YouTube as Espiritu. We would like to introduce you to Daniel. Say hi.
Hello. Here's the end of my career.
Yes, this is where we expose. This is where we exposing you for being racist. This is where we expose you. This is your expose.
All the Facebook moms are gonna hate you after this.
Actually, I got called racist yesterday.
Oh, dude!
Dude.
I wanted to bring up one of your controversies on your channel, like when you called out some guy for having no sources, and then he responded to you being like, "This motherfucker doesn't know who he is, all right? I got twice as many subs as him," and he was just going off at you. Like it was just
comparing sub counts.
I was under 10k. I was like really small back then. It was like, I would say, looking now, it's about 6 to 7 months ago that it happened. And what happened was someone linked me his video, and I ended up looking at the source because I was like, this sounds shady. So I looked it up, and I looked up the first article on Google search with High School DxD Season 5, and the first article, word for word, said what he said in the video, and I was just like, how can you be that fucking lazy? Like, seriously.
Yeah. And then he said he had inside sources when it was actually just fucking Anime News Network or some shit. Ooh. It was just like...
That gets even juicier, because what he did, and the funny part is his whole entire Discord server thinks he's a joke. Because they sent me a screenshot of him using a fake text message of a so-called inside source, which was just him going to a web app and type in a bunch of fake messages, which was just someone saying, yeah, it might happen. I was like, you call that an inside source?
Wow.
And you put the person's name on the text message as dxd.source or something, and I was like, really? Like, you couldn't at least make the text message seem a little bit more legit?
Yeah, he's tricking you into thinking that he has a whole contacts list, which is sources for different anime, when in reality... he's just an idiot. So
he texted a porn bot.
Yeah, I hope you guys. I hope he gets to watch this and like be officially recognized, even in his own Discord server, as a fucking joke. Anyway,
hi.
Context for this. Espiritu, or Daniel, takes care of. He does anime news updates. He does anime reviews, light novel reviews, and all the sort of stuff there. And because you go to actual sources to credit and learn information about upcoming anime releases and cancellations and information and such, you always are probably the most up-to-date and factual anime news guy out there. And yeah, seeing conflicts like that is just pretty hilarious, because it's just like, dude, if you actually look at the sources, you're fucking wrong, idiot. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's not hard to read the tweets from the studios and the writers themselves and know the difference between fake and reality, but this is something that's been going on for YouTube for like a long time, especially in the anime like YouTube sector. Like, there's all these fake news channels out.
Dear God,
because it's all the clickbaits for all the views and all the monetization, and yeah, it's pretty hectic, and I'm glad that I personally think, has it calmed down more as of late, especially because of the demonetization that's going around massively. Like, it's kind of settled down a bit, but
the reason for that is because what YouTube's done is they've changed one of their terms of service where you have to use a real voice now. You can't use a text-to-speech bot, which is one of the reasons why a lot of those channels have kind of died out, because they can't use voice speaking bots, is the way to put it.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of those channels that use those. Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing that people don't want to use their actual voice in videos.
Most of them don't speak English.
Oh.
That's why they get their facts wrong, because they don't research it, because they just go to Google, they do a basic translation, and then they just slap it into text-to-speech, upload it onto YouTube, throw a couple of images over it, and done.
You know, it's amazing
make
how
an
many...
appealing thumbnail, yeah.
Yeah. They have a minor skill in Photoshop, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how often on Twitter I see, like, whenever there's a discussion about high school DxD or anything related to that, there's always a bunch of Spanish people in the comments, and it's just like, I guess the Spanish really love high school DxD. It's like fucking everywhere.
There's actually a decent size of a Spanish community for DxD. Apparently it's bigger than the US audience, or the Western audience, should I say.
I've noticed that. It's quite interesting. It's just like, why DxD out of all anime that has just caught their attention?
Yeah, there are like certain anime that for some reason that have like big audiences in like countries you wouldn't expect. It's just weird, because I've seen some of that too. I don't know if I could think of an example off the top of my head, but it might have been even like a Pokemon series that like had a really big following in like the Hispanic community, which I thought was really weird, since not a lot of it gets as much attention elsewhere. You know, it was just it's really weird. But yeah, I noticed like just a lot of people that for some reason don't speak English, like they try to put out those videos with the text-to-speech bots. I remember like when I was maybe 15 or 16, I would find all kinds of those videos with like the text-to-speech bots, like, here's the news on season 2 of this show, blah blah blah. You know how it is.
They also used to do it with top 10 channels as well, particularly the anime ones, and those have kind of died out, and a lot of them have had to hire actual voice-based people. I was going to say voice actors, but just hiring people to do the voices.
Wow, hiring people to read a script. Imagine doing that.
The better part is that all they do is they just read mail.com.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, it's especially evident with your controversy. It's just like his inside source is Mal. So it's amazing how many people just claim they have sources. The amount of people that just will bullshit online just for a shred of credibility, when in reality they just look like idiots. So
the thing that puzzles me though is that it's really easy to just cover real news, because there's plenty out, like real legit news coming out from the official studios and the writers themselves. There's plenty of news to cover, but why they cover fake stuff is puzzle.
Because it's all about the clicks. It's all about the clicks. It's just like,
gotta get them views.
Spice and Wolf season 3. It's confirmed? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And it's like, no, it's not. I just want your views, boy. And that's basically it. That's how it goes. So, I don't know. It's stupid. But, moving on. With your channel, it's grown quite rapidly since, at least since I've met you. If I'm not mistaken, when I met you, like, back at AvCon 2018... weren't you only in like the few thousand mark?
I think back then I wasn't even 1,000.
Yeah, fuck, like something like that. You were around like 1,000 or if that, and now you're currently sitting above 25k, and it's like, shit, that's a pretty decent growth for a few years. Like
big jump.
That's pretty epic. So
I think within the first year of doing like YouTube, I went from basically 1 to 1,000 within the first year of actually taking my YouTube serious, and then I went from 1k to 10k within the next year.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking epic, mate.
And then it was very shortly after that.
How have Raid Shadow Legends not sponsored you yet?
Well, for starters, I don't leave my business email on my YouTube page, so no one can technically send me a sponsorship. I'm just too lazy to put it there.
Well, put it there, because I can imagine that fucking... What is that anime game that has characters? Like, there's heaps of them. Mobile games that have heaps of...
What is that anime game that has characters?
What is that one anime game which is literally every anime game? No, like, there's a few mobile games I've noticed that... There's a few mobile games I've noticed that, like, are able to collect characters from different shows and all that sort of shit, like those type of games. It's just like, what are those? Like, come on. sponsor this man.
I'll take a sponsorship from Azura Lane because I like some big titty waifu battleships.
Who can blame you?
Yeah, of course. No one can fucking blame you for that. Big titty waifu battleships.
But I wouldn't take one from Raid Shadow Legends. Stake something I did.
Oh, well, in this desperate climate we currently live in, I think anyone's willing to get a sponsorship from Raid Shadow Legends.
Apparently they don't... Well, apparently they haven't paid some of their sponsors. So is the rumour, I'm saying for, legal reasons. A rumour.
Yeah. Yes, this isn't an official news source. This is indeed a rumour. Alright, that's interesting. That's pretty funny. But, it's just been incredible to watch the rapid growth happen, and it's just like... It's pretty impressive. It's just like, alright, I'm going to cover the news that literally... Like, you have your own sources, and there's a lot of public sources out there. It's just like, I'm going to cover them in a video format. And it's just that with all the reviews and giving your opinion pieces on certain shows and all that, it's managed to grow quite successfully. And, like, I remember whenever you, like, posted, it's just, like, updates or will this happen, like, with, like, Rosario Vampire and DxD. It's just, like, the original shows that I got into. It's just like, oh, fuck. I am curious if there's any update on them, and it's just been intriguing to watch, because it's just like, you wouldn't think about it, but then you bring up a video, and it's just like, oh my god, is there something going on? And most of the time, there is certain developments.
The reason why I started doing the Will It Happen videos, which was where I mainly started to pop off, was as soon as I started doing the Will It Happens, and that was mainly because I got really angry one day. My friend was around, his name Ace, and I was just absolutely bitching my head off, because I read an article about Noragami Season 3. I just spat out. I was like, what the fuck are these sites doing, lying about a release date for the umpteenth time? And he just said, why don't you just make a video about it? You've got a channel. He just said, debunk it. I was like, okay.
Mint. And then it's taken off, that slight bit of anger.
And then it just went from there, and then I started covering actual seasonal announcements, and then it was basically, well, why not cover actual new anime announcements and a little bit of light novels, not that many light novel stuff.
Well, I think your video covering the fact that ReZero was delayed, Season 2 was delayed, is how I broke it to Gus. That is because we originally had a plan. Like, the whole reason we started doing these anime and album reviews is not only because of the virus and because we don't want to talk about it continuously, but also because ReZero Season 2 was meant to be coming out in April. So we were just like, we will fucking binge watch ReZero Season 1 and the OVAs and watch them before Season 2 and try and get...
Did you watch the movies that they were doing, which was just basically them doing the remastered of Season 1?
No, the director's cuts. No, I have not.
The director's cuts. Yeah, I started watching them, and it was... I don't even know what happened. I think I just stopped because, like, I didn't see too much different from the original. Because I'd watched the original pretty recently.
Mostly all they've done is just added stuff that was missing from the light novels, and I think at the very last episode they added a little bit extra to tie into Season 2 as well, which the whole point of it was that last episode would drop and then Season 2 would air straight after it, but because of the coronavirus, it all got delayed. I think one of the most disappointing parts about it is just people haven't been very understanding of why these delays are happening.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've had several comments of people blaming me for the delays. I'm just like, hey, I'm just reporting the news. Don't blame me.
It's just like, excuse me, motherfucker.
You fucking did this.
Because they
Imagine
don't
being that guy. Imagine for a second being that dumb.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine that. I'm not that brain dead. So, yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that. But it's like, people have to understand how anything is created, nevertheless anime. Like, it's all fucking done in studios, and...
I mean, anime is such a complex industry as well. Like, some studios will have things done months in advance, and some will just have it like a week in advance, and then some will be finishing the episode the night of the release. Like, there will be literally a 6-hour window between when they finish and when they release the episode, at least the final touch-ups. It's just... Japan's work culture is insanity.
Oh, without a doubt.
I can imagine that, yeah.
Everything that's been read, everything that's been revealed about it, it's like...
And animators get the worst treatment as well. Like, they get worked to the bone. And I know even recently some articles have come out where some light novel authors, manga authors, and even anime authors are just collapsed out.
Yeah. It is a mental industry. That's why you should always support the official release. Sponsored by Crunchyroll. Not really.
I wish.
Where's my money?
Yeah.
I'll just put my bank details in it.
Yeah, link to our paypal.me's in the description. Please donate.
Dear God.
Yes. Anyway.
I'm broke.
I'm broke, help. I've actually been working a fair amount. I've got a fair amount of work, but this week is going to be quiet as fuck. So, yeah,
nice.
Now's the time. Now's the time to do other shit.
Just ask the government to give you some free money.
Well,
unemployment money. Woohoo!
I don't meet that threshold because I live at home. You have to meet the threshold of not being supported by parental figures, and I am technically supported.
I mean, I'm poor enough that I'm able to get some of the free handouts from our government.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
It's good being poor, not really.
Not really, but yeah.
Not really. Government handouts are pretty lazy anyway. They're pretty lackluster. They're enough.
It's a crazy time when your liberal government is giving out handouts like it's Easter. And I mean, I've never seen them go this generous.
Let's not get into that kettle of fish. I've already discussed with Gus why the Australian Liberal government sucks ass, so let's not get into that discussion. Yes, let's not...
Can I get on the phone to Friendly Geordie? Anyone know him?
Yeah, Friendly Geordie's on the phone, thanks. Yeah,
bring him in.
Bring him in, I'll interview him. I fucking saw him live, actually, when he came to Adelaide. He was pretty funny.
I really wanted to watch him live, but I didn't get to. I absolutely love his content. He's like one of my favourite Aussie content creators. It's just phenomenal. The satire, the politics, the level of detail that goes into his research is just 10 out of 10.
Yes, unlike a lot of other people, he has a team of people, he has a team researching and fact-checking all of his information, and it actually is fucking logical and makes sense. And I reckon he would have a ton more viewers that are a bit older if he wasn't so trying to be funny. But, hey, for our demographic, I think it's hilarious, so, yeah.
I mean, most old people don't really use YouTube that much, and most of them probably don't even have accounts, so I think his main audience is trying to sort of educate those that are in our age bracket.
Yeah. No, definitely. Good shit. He is a connoisseur of good shit. But, yes. So, continuing on with the anime discussion, let's get on to what manga and anime are you, would you say are your favorites? I know it's difficult to determine favorites with life, with everything, but I've recently been able to conjure down a list. I write down a list of the shows that I truly think are my favorites. So I don't think it's that impossible. But I know you've probably watched a ton more anime and stuff. So what would you say though, if you could, are your favorite anime?
I mean, I'm really into isekais, which is funny because isekais get so much shit in the anime community because they're seen as that kind of that carbon copy that every anime season you get at least 3 of them out. I generally enjoy them because I like the whole escapism style of animes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I am a massive sucker for romances as well. So I generally kind of gravitate towards the isekais, but then sometimes I like to dabble a bit into the romances. So, I mean, the basic romances like Yamadan and the Seven Witches. Defrag's kind of a mixture of comedy and a bit of romance.
Defrag's funny.
I love Defrag. But
Yeah,
then there's kind of the alternative spin to Defrag, which I kind of see as the anime And You Thought Girls Didn't Play Online, which is a little bit more romance driven, but has some really good comedic moments as well.
I cannot say that I've seen any of those shows.
Wait, which one was that? I totally missed that. I spaced out. The last one?
And You Thought Girls Didn't Play Online.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've been meaning to watch that one. That's on my queue.
It's basically about a girl that can't tell the difference between reality and game. And so she just does things in real life that just seem so fucking stupid. But it's just she's just pretending she's playing the game in real life. She's sitting at a window going, we should kill the normies. And it's just whoa, calm the fuck down.
What
girl.
a legend.
Damn.
Just these fucking scrubs should die.
It's just pay attention to your English class, please, instead of trying to threaten our lives. Fuck. No, it's interesting.
Shit.
I cannot say I've seen a lot of those shows, but I do see what you mean about isekais, because that's kind of the appeal to isekais, is that escapism into sort of getting away
is
from
playing
something.
darts but blind while upside down while facing the opposite direction and trying to still hit the dartboard. Most of them are very off, but you get the odd good one.
Yeah,
That is the most accurate description I've ever heard. That was incredible.
I've watched enough isekais to know just how off the ball some of them can be, but I still like them. So I'm just like, I'm into trashy anime, so I can admit it.
Oh god, same. Like sometimes I'm just like, I have so many just anime that are absolute trash. I haven't even seen them, but I've like seen like little clips of them on YouTube or whatever. And like, this is fucking trash. And I'm just like, I'm gonna watch it anyway. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna love it.
I was trying to prepare a review called Cat Planet Cuties, and I got to the point where I was too embarrassed to record it because it's so cringy, but I love it so much just because it's just about neckos with big boobs flopping around, and I'm like, I love it, but I know this is not really that good.
This is content.
This is quality content. Nah, fuck.
That's what shit we like to see.
Dude, we're currently in the process of rewatching Trinity 7, and I legitimately forgot how trashy it can be at parts. Like, from the end of episode 2, where it's just like, we're gonna punt kick Asuta in the head because he's causing a breakdown phenomenon, and then episode 3 starts with a beach episode. And it's just like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I forgot that all of
By
these
the way,
anime
the world's
characters
gonna
have
end.
huge
Beach
tits.
episode.
Dude, you gotta have a beach episode in the middle of the
Every
apocalypse.
anime has a beach episode.
Oh yeah, or at least a bikini episode.
What anime is complete without it?
I remember.
I think it's like a tradition in Japan. They at least do some form of a bikini or beach episode, or spa based.
Or like Hot Spring, yeah, dude.
It fucking,
Hot Springs, yeah.
it fucking has to be with how often we see it, which is every damn show with appealing chicks. So it's like it has to be a tradition.
I think Trinity 7 was almost just taking the piss by having it in episode 3. Cause,
yeah, I think they were.
Because it's like, all right, well, we're not going to waste any time. Here it is.
I think that's what most animes do now. They just kind of take the piss out on each other and they just go, yeah, we're just going to do a beach episode because generic beach episode. And so it's just like they're self-aware enough, but they're just like, we're still going to do it.
We're still going to do it. Yeah, exactly.
It still gets the clicks, so why not?
Hey, I'm going to watch it.
Fuck.
My only annoyance is when like Crunchyroll won't license the OVAs that are beach episodes or just any OVAs in general. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
Dude,
Crunchyroll does not have any OVAs. It's so annoying.
It hurts my heart because I straight up remember when I was first getting into anime, like what was it? It was High School of the Dead, when it was like episode 6, when they're just like, all right, all the girls are going into a bath, and it's like, sick.
Oh,
And then
hell yeah, dude.
The Drifters of the Dead OVA is literally just them on a beach island, and it's just like, holy fuck, god damn it.
Yes,
But,
sir.
yeah, no, it's fucking. It is a shame. Like I brought up OVAs last night because with the anime reviews that we are going to be doing, I want to watch every bit of content that's released. I was just unable to with Charlotte, but I do know what happens in Charlotte, so it's all right. But
Yeah.
Trinity 7, like I want to watch both of the movies and I want to watch the OVA. And then I was surprised to find Australian Crunchyroll had all of Trinity 7, including the movies, but not the OVAs.
Yeah.
So that pissed me off a bit. But
Yeah, the censorship between different countries is kind of weird because I know in New Zealand they ban High School DxD.
yeah,
F.
that is very odd. What? Fuck New Zealand. Why? That doesn't make sense.
Why New Zealand? Why hide the anime tits from us?
I know I know China's banned like everything because it's China. So I reckon just for saying that we're gonna be banned in China. So yeah.
My very
it's-
existence is banned in China.
Your music's banned in China, guys.
My everything is banned in China.
Yeah, suck that. It's
If you're not banned in China, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
You're not living unless you're banned in China.
They banned Animal Crossing in China just because people were posting stuff like Free Hong Kong in Animal Crossing, so they're just like, no, delete.
You know what this does, though? It opens the floodgates that anyone can just troll in any game to get it banned now. Like, imagine World of Warcraft, someone just makes a guild called Free Hong Kong, World of Warcraft banned.
Immediately.
I wouldn't doubt that's already happened. So,
But I do know Blizzard bans, like, keywords, like, the same, because I remember some of my old friends used to make really dumb guild names, and they used to have ban.
Yeah, shit. That's... Fuck China. I'm sick of this shit.
They're little bitches.
And I hate their cheap Chinese clothes. They all suck.
I still wear them, though.
I'm broke. I don't have a choice. All right. Well,
Apparently, it's not looking too good for them, seeing as manufacturing is coming back home.
Oh yeah. Now with everything that's been happening as of late, I don't think a lot of people are going to trust China that much anymore. Although we might be forced to, because they are a global superpower. But I think people are going to open their eyes and be like, "Fuck this shit. Let's buy local." And
Fuck shit. I'm out.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What? It's pretty incredible though. So yeah, isekais, they're a fucking... Yeah, everyone thought the isekai boom was gonna fucking settle down, and it just hasn't. And it's...
I kind of found it funny when a lot of YouTubers were like, yeah, the isekai boom's going to get worn out, and I'm like, clearly you don't know how hyped it is. It's like, because I think it mainly started with, like, I would say just before SAO, because there was a couple just before SAO, then SAO was like the big pop one, and then you had like a couple of others that were similar, and then you have all the wars like, oh, Log Horizon versus SAO, and I'm like, clearly they're both very different animes, so calling them clones is like terrible. And then you have other animes like Overlord, etc.
Yeah, it's almost like I completely understand why isekai is as popular as it is, because especially with Japan and its work culture and like the way people that work full-time in Japan just work endlessly and they don't have enough time to just go out and do stuff. They want to have that fantasy, they want to escape reality, so they just go to an isekai, and it makes complete sense, at least over there. And over here, I mean, well, most isekais just have, I don't know, what is appealing for isekais here? Like, the chicks, probably? I don't know.
I mean, that's why I watch most
I'd say
anime.
definitely the harem ones. I know a lot of the harem ones are really popular, but the thing is, though, and this is where kind of it's a double-edged sword, because a lot of people in the Western audience, there is a decent fan base that like the really big harem building isekais, but most of them pirate that stuff, so they never get new seasons or some form of a continuation because they just don't get the budget. But at the same time, Japan mainly profits from the Japanese audience, so the Western audience is like a drop in an ocean.
Yeah, that would make sense as well, because I'll admit I'm also at fault for literally like downloading anime rather than streaming it. But as of late, in the past couple of months, I've actually got Crunchyroll now, so woo, streaming legal stuff. But it is like that does make a lot of sense, like with the Western market, because the amount of money it would cost to dub an anime and compared to the amount they get back, like they'd make a decent profit, but I don't doubt that most of the profit would come from Japan, where they have the statues, where they have the giant fucking posters, where they have literally everything you could want in regards to anime. So
the thing is also with Japan, there's less in between third parties. With the Western audience, you know, for example, you buy a DVD, you've got to have it licensed over here by another manufacturer, so they'll pay for the licensing. And then they'll want to take a cut. And so at the end of the day, the only thing the studios really get is the licensing. They don't get the long-term profits. Because the studios basically pocket the majority, at least from my understanding, is they pocket most of the profits. And because they're trying to recuperate from the licensing, that's why the pricing is so high. And then you've also got things like shipping and all the other stuff. And then if they decide to do voice acting and then subbing, even though subbing and dubbing can definitely be put into controversy because people get very picky with the translation between Japanese and English. And so there's definitely a lot of back and forth of, I would say, Japanese fan base and the Western fan base.
Yeah.
The profit's just not there.
I'm not entirely fussed when it comes to the accurate translations, although we did kind of encounter that problem with the fucking with interspecies reviewers because we had to go to an underground website in order to watch it, and
because ain't nobody letting that on their
it.
streaming service.
No, and
Anime Lab was the only English service that had it.
Yeah, Anime Lab. I didn't actually realize Anime Lab took it on. I thought it was fucking gone from everywhere.
They were getting it from Funimation, which is really funny because when Funimation said, okay, we're not going to do it anymore, Anime Lab had to go elsewhere, and then I think they had to do the dubbing in some other way. So I was very surprised to see Anime Lab, kind of stick their neck out to try and keep it on their platform, but I think they knew that there was profit to be made from it. It was a smart move.
There was definitely profit to be made from it.
I mean, Bookwalker was promoting it like every day on Twitter, and they were bragging it like they knew what they were doing. They were like, yeah, "You really want to read this?
Yeah, you want to see this, don't you?" Mm-hmm.
At least the sub that we watched, the translations were way too funny to be accurate. Like, what was it? Certain lines like "build a bitch," you could not.
There were like English
lines.
puns that were actually based in the English language, like stuff that wouldn't actually have translated from Japanese.
I think the issue is that the studios in the Western audience that do the subs, they try to be very censored, or they be politically correct. Like, they try and censor it down to be more friendly for the average audience, while the fans are a little bit more willing to put in the cruder words. But then Japanese, I know for a fact, when studying Japanese, they don't have many slang words.
No. But
that makes sense.
Although the one accurate translation I saw was when they break Japanese and talk in broken English, then obviously you can't get it wrong. But the one line that was properly translated, from what I could tell, was the "Hey Siri, commence activation," or whatever it was. When the robot was saying "Hey Siri," that was fucking gorgeous. There's just the fucking "Hey Siri." They had to do that reference, so that was good.
Beautiful.
But it does, as you said, it does all make a lot of sense with licensing and dubbing and subbing and all that. It's just, with subbing, I do get why people want accurate translations, but if you really want to get the accurate, the more of an understanding of how it is 100% without any filter, then fucking learn Japanese and watch it raw.
I was going to say, this would be like, learn Japanese, scrubs.
Yeah. Scrubs.
I mean,
fucking loser.
I only learned it because it was compulsory in primary school and in high school. I had to learn a language, or it was music, and I spent 1 year learning music, and then I was like, this is too much work, so I went back to learning.
Dude, learning Japanese, that's so much to do though, isn't that? No, that would be a lot to fucking learn Japanese.
I genuinely enjoyed my Japanese classes, mainly because the thing is I actually got into learning Japanese before I got into anime, because I really loved the culture, the language, everything about it, the history, everything about Japan I loved well before I got into anime. I didn't care about anime at all when I was studying Japanese. And then it was years later, and I was like, I might try out some anime. I mean, I watched anime as a kid, your Dragon Ball Z, your Pokemon, Digimon, that kind of stuff. But once I was older in high school, I wasn't watching anime.
Yeah, that's fair. But, that's the entire reason I actually want to go to Japan. It's literally not the anime. It's just, I think the culture and the society there is fascinating and really interesting. I mean, the anime helps, but that's another reason I want to go, but it's not the initial reason I want to go.
The plot is a bonus. Going to Japan for the plot is...
Dude, that's why I want to go to Japan, for the plot.
Damn right. All that plot surrounding Japan.
Dude, I was Trent, you were just talking about I want to go to Japan for the culture, and I was just going to cut in I just want to see big titty anime bitches.
Well, I think you're more than. I think you'll find enough of that on Crunchyroll and other legal services rather than going to Japan.
But like,
because remember, 2D. There's a difference.
But you can make them 3D by going to Japan, and they'll be figurines. Dude, I don't see any logical gaps in there at all.
I will say Japan is definitely pushing their technology and making waifus a reality.
Oh, they're doing their best.
The fucking what is it? Not VR, but like AR waifu stuff. That's just ridiculous.
Those fucking apps just for your waifus that wake you up in the morning, and
they have that little lava lamp thing where there's like a waifu inside of it, and it moves, and it's like 3D and everything. And it's,
oh my god!
God
artificial
damn!
Intelligence,
I fucking want one.
That is.
You know what I want? I want Elon Musk to fully fund one with like complete AI intelligence in it that's like fully interactive with the house and everything. Just be
like a whole ass Google Home, but a waifu.
Yes, and I want Elon Musk to make sure, because that man truly understands culture.
My god, yeah.
He understands culture, but I think he's looking to literally take over the world with technology. He's getting.
Isn't he gonna like inhabit the moon or something?
No, he wants to inhabit Mars.
If you ever want a 2-hour special of me geeking out about Elon Musk, I'm more than happy, because there's things that he's working on that will just pop your brain. I mean, he's working on SAO reality, like
I know.
making that.
I'm so ready for it, dude.
There's a lot he's working on which is really fucking cool, but there's also a lot of stuff which is literally like it invades your privacy, and a lot of it is literally just tracking everyone, and a lot of it, I don't know. A lot of what he's working on also is pretty unhealthy, but then a lot of the shit he's working on, like going to fucking Mars and the Tesla, like, and all that shit, that's all fucking cool.
There's definitely a lot of controversy behind his Neuralink, which is the chip in the brain, but the way he puts it is it's like, it's either A, we die from AI, which is basically just dying from Terminators, or we become the Terminators and rule the world.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So he's just like, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, no.
I'm okay with either one of those results.
Why?
I mean, if I gotta go out somehow, might as well be from Terminators.
Yeah. I'll die a virgin, but at least it'll be a Terminator that ends my life. Fucking phenomenal.
Whoa, you're right.
Yeah, sadness. But nah, that's.
I watch too much anime.
I'll get it down. My wife was in my hand because Elon Musk made it a reality.
All my waifus are contained within my right hand.
Oh, it's just like Elon was just like, I'm gonna put it.
Just Thanos with all the waifus in the gauntlet.
Exactly, dude.
It's not the Infinity Stones. It's the Infinity Bitches.
Okay, I don't know why I jumped to this, but imagine trying to jack off with the Infinity Gauntlet. That would suck.
Dude, this is another conversation for another day.
You just made me now think. I wonder how big Thanos' knob is.
Dude, it's probably fucking massive.
He could probably destroy a planet, River.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't need to split the planet in half. He just needs to fucking whack his dick out on the table.
If he just whips out his dick and gets it hard, he could probably just saw the planet in half.
I love he just whips out his dick, just fucking whacks it on the planet, and then there's Gronk in the background going, "Whoa, nice cock."
Whoa, nice cock.
Meat spin.
Bro, just like Thanos just getting his dick out and slamming it on the table, like asserting his dominance, dude. That shit's wild.
Gronk's just like, whoa, that cock.
But it's like he slams
massive.
his dick on the table, and it's like the whole table just collapses immediately.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he says, "This brings a smile to my face."
Welcome to our everyday conversations, Trent and I's everyday conversations.
Oh, dude, have you seen our Twitter? Come on.
This is the kind of shit we talk about all the fucking time.
I saw your Twitter post about Tifa, and I was just like, I might go the other one.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was me. I woke up one morning, and I was like, I have this fucking picture, and it's just like, it's like, it's like the fucking dude with the rhino, and I sent it to Trent, and it was hilarious. But I like woke up one morning, and I was like, I just watched a bunch of like Final Fantasy like clips on YouTube the previous night. I don't have a PS4 unfortunately, so I'm waiting for it to come out on like Switch or whatever. But I was like me trying not to jack off to Tifa for the 38th time and then doing it anyway.
Fucking, and then I saw the picture you liked of fucking, was it Tifa and Aerith, and I'm just like retweeting that shit. My PP hard.
My PP hard.
Fucking Jesus,
dude. Why does Final Fantasy have like 3 S-tier girls, dude? It's ridiculous, and they look so fucking real.
Because it's Final Fantasy, you dickhead. Obviously. They have to be realistic as fuck with the chicks.
Dude.
It's Japan and waifus.
Yeah.
Dude, they look so fucking real. That. Oh my god.
Well, they did a good job in the remake then. But,
that was me furiously masturbating.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was done.
That was quick.
Done.
Yeah.
Call me the Flash because I'm done in 1 second.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Anyway, it's like you come in, smash, done in 1 second, out.
And, well, yeah, Daniel, our Twitter is a cesspool of fucking dick jokes. And translating songs, not translating, but fucking getting
Parody
song lyrics and
lyrics.
turning them in, parodying song lyrics, yeah. I fucking love the one I did for Burn in My Light. That's hilarious. Yeah. It's pretty incredible to watch. So, yeah, follow us on Twitter at FireStorm Pod if you haven't already.
Or don't.
People out there. It's pretty incredible.
Do so at your own risk.
That's funny. Anyway, so yeah, so what are you trying to do with your channel now that you've actually gained a pretty substantial audience? Are you looking to continue doing what you're doing at the minute, or do you have any plans for the future, or what are you looking at doing?
I'm just kind of winging it. I mean, honestly, I'm just continuously just making content, going from anime season to anime season, just watching whatever I feel like and just talking about it. It's basically like a giant diary in a sense. Just added with all the extra anime news on top of it. It's just talking about everything that I watch and read.
No, that's fair. That's kind of how I feel about my channel. It's just a diary of shit that I did in the past. It's pretty fucking epic. But no, that's fair, man. You gotta just do what you're comfortable with, especially with YouTube. Fucking ridiculous.
YouTube is definitely a very challenging beast to deal with, especially with just how nitpicky they can be about like the most minor of things. Like, I honestly got to a point where I had to sit there and paint shop nipples out of images.
Okay, well, first of all, I completely understand that because, you know, it's anime, so I get that.
But people are really nitpicky on YouTube. It's weird.
I would hate to be that poor soul, though, that has to fucking, like, zoom in on that anime tit just to fucking censor that shit for a thumbnail. I feel for you, bro.
It's like such the silliest and most pettiest things, like getting rid of that slight little curve, or what I'll do sometimes is I'll put, like, the text over the chest regions just so I can just, like, cover that up and be like, okay, I'm safe now.
Yeah.
But it's still appealing to our sick fucking heads. Yes. Nice.
Yeah, and I haven't personally experienced any like really nitpicky people, but I know that there's a lot of like people that watch like anime covers in English that will like be like, oh, the translation isn't accurate or like whatever, all this fucking bullshit. I haven't personally experienced that, but I know that it tends to go around for people that do anime covers. So I'm hoping it's just a matter of time until I run into one of those people.
But people don't realize that with translating music, like nothing.
It's so hard to keep the exact translation. It's so hard because you have to make it rhyme. You have to make it flow with the song. Like you have to basically you're just keeping like the general idea of what the song is trying to convey. That's basically all you can keep for some time.
There is a channel that actually does like covers for music, but they'll also do another version where they don't translate it and they use the exact
is epic
to the Japanese, and it's terrible. And that's why they do it. They do it to prove a point, because so many people used to nitpick it. Then they go, "Oh, this is poor translation. this is what this word should be. And they're like, all right, we'll show you what it really should sound like. And it's just horrible. It just does not.
Oh
make
my
any
God,
sense.
yeah, dude.
It's
I've
just
thought about doing that
that's the real
too, like
translation.
using like original translations and sounding as fucking stupid as possible. Because if you look at some of the English translations, like, oh man, I did a cover of Crossing Field a couple months ago. Goddamn, the English translation of that makes no goddamn sense at all.
You know what's funny? That was the song I was referring to.
That is fucking retarded. Like, there's nothing in there that makes sense. You basically have to construct lyrics from like this fucking cesspool of bullshit that doesn't make any coherent sense. It's just words. So if I had tried to keep the original translation there, it was like, it just wasn't gonna happen. It's ridiculous. So people who nitpick that kind of stuff, you're wrong. Go away.
Fuck you.
The people that nitpick at it, and I'm going to get some serious hate here, but the people that nitpick at that stuff have not studied Japanese.
Oh yeah.
It's not
not
even
easy
that
to,
they
like,
haven't studied.
They can't even translate. Like, there's not like a good way to directly translate from Japanese. It's so
That's
weird.
the dumb thing. You don't need to study Japanese to understand that translating that shit would end up making the song make no sense with how long certain paragraphs and lines are and how quickly those words have to be fitted into like a 4-beat section.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, it would be so difficult to achieve. It's just like, bitch, you try and make an accurate translation. It's fucking impossible.
It's so dumb.
Might as well just sing it in Japanese.
Dude,
for
that's
God's
why
sake.
I celebrated. So recently, towards the end of the recent season of My Hero Academia, there was an insert song called Hero 2, and it's all in English. And I was like, yes! And I like covered it like as soon as I heard it. It was like, oh my God, an anime song entirely in English? Sign me the fuck up.
There are a fair few of them.
And so, dude, honestly, some of the hardest ones, for as far as anime songs goes, as far as anime songs go, are like the ones that have broken English put in there, like at random spots. Because then you have to like try to keep the places where they randomly break out into English. You have to try to keep that there, or else someone is probably going to get angry at you. You know, it's like so weird because you have to work around the broken English that's already there. It's just so bizarre, but.
Yeah, it is definitely a really difficult thing. That's why I have a lot of sympathy for people that do covers for
rough.
music, because it's just like, it wouldn't be easy.
It's rough, dude.
I feel for you and Mike, because aren't you guys just completing a Pokemon
dude,
album?
we okay, so he and I actually wrote the lyrics, but we're doing a cover of the new Pokemon opening in Japanese, which was done by these two really talented guys in like the Japanese YouTube. They're actually like YouTubers, like Japanese music YouTubers, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
So, but the song itself is ridiculous. It's just an absolute mess. Like, it's a coherent mess, but like the song is fucking ridiculously complicated sometimes. And
The words coherent mess shouldn't go together,
right,
Gus.
that's how weird the song is. It's not something I could ever write, but it's, man, so basically Mike and I like split the work. So he had to do all the really complicated like synth programming, so he had to like arrange it and all that other stuff while I wrote the lyrics. And I think we both got equally tough jobs, because it was rough trying to get those lyrics down. But man, it's one of those, it's like a feeling you can't really quite replicate. Like, once you have the English lyrics down and they all flow with the song, and you sing along to the song with the English lyric, it's like, I've got it. It's like you have a moment of like enlightenment or like epiphany. It's just like, holy crap, I've done it.
Yeah, but dude, then the first comment on the video upload will be like, "Oh, this translation is fucking
And then
sick."
I will fucking murder them.
Flip a table.
I will be that guy.
So Daniel, I was just curious, by the way. I've seen that profile picture you're using on Discord. I've seen it quite a bit, and I don't know what it is. What is it?
Edelgard from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Okay.
Dude,
Thank
I need
you.
to play Three Houses.
I do
I
as well.
love Fire Emblem.
The most recent ones, like the Three Houses and everything, what everyone's talking about, looks fucking sick. It's a shame.
I definitely think Three Houses is probably one of their best Fire Emblems they've done so far.
It does look fucking incredible. Isn't that's the one on Switch as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
It's a shame Switch games are so fucking expensive. It's fucking easy. But no.
It's kind of annoying that the Switch is so expensive.
But look,
I kind of wish they just sold the Switch on something.
with how long it's been out, like you'd think, oh, some of the games would have gotten cheaper, and it's like the only game that's gotten somewhat cheaper is like Minecraft. It's just like that's about it.
Minecraft.
Like, how many versions of Minecraft are there? And DLCs with it?
It's on every single platform.
Dude, if you can
just
play a video game on it, it has Minecraft. Guaranteed.
I don't doubt that.
What's that? You got a toaster in your lounge room?
Minecraft.
You play Minecraft.
Oh yeah. Guaranteed.
Damn right. Apple TV, Minecraft. I can
Calculator,
Siri,
Minecraft.
Siri play Minecraft. God damn it.
TI-84 calculator, Minecraft.
Oh shit.
Dude,
Also-
I've been waiting for the opportunity to play Minecraft on a calculator for like ever. Then I would be so much less bored in my math classes.
It's actually funny. I've never played Minecraft.
I played the Pocket
dude,
Edition.
that's
I played the
wild.
Pocket Edition
I
before it
was
was
going to say
official.
something really like trollish and be like, I play a real game, Terraria.
Oh yes, I play real games. Fortnite.
Roblox.
Kill myself.
I'm trying to think of a worse game than Fortnite. I was just like, I hadn't even played that.
I have never played Fortnite.
Clash of Clans.
Clash of Clans, dude. Okay, literally 13-year-old
I
me
played
is screaming.
the best game of all time, Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow
Wait.
Legends.
Now, where's my
Dude,
sponsorship?
13-year-old me
Bitch.
is really salty you just said that about Clash of Clans.
Yeah, I played it too when I was 13. Don't worry. Calm your
Actually,
horses.
so did I.
Yeah, everyone did.
I played it, and I
Dude,
played it
fucking
like,
Angry
for like a week,
Birds.
and then I just got clobbered.
Fucking
I played that
the
once,
Snake.
and I just got angry. Snake.
Tetris.
Dude,
Snake.
you know what I
Nokia.
played the other day? Fruit Ninja. Holy shit. Dude, it was
memories.
wild. I literally had like flashbacks. It was wild.
That hurts. That hurts me. That hits me right in the feels on my original like second gen
OG,
iPod Touch.
OG iPod Touch boys.
Jesus,
God.
that hurts.
Yeah, that hurt me.
So, fucking bring it back to the anime. Okay, so Daniel, so what are some of the anime that you really enjoy and are ashamed of getting delayed because of the whole virus thing? Because I've noticed you've done a few updates on anime that have been cancelled, or not cancelled, fucking delayed. So, what are some of the big? What are some of the inside scoops you can give us on some of the recently delayed anime?
Other than ReZero, because we know about that one.
Ooh. Yeah, ReZero being nice, but to be honest, I mean, Snafu's definitely one that I was very interested
dude,
to see.
I want to see that end.
Because that's like the final chapter to it, and it's really good to see some animes actually like have a start and a finish, and I think a lot of people just thought we would never see the end of Snafu, so for that to actually have its final season was definitely, I think, some, myself included, wanted to see.
Oh yeah, I think it's good that it ended.
But I don't
it was
really
planning
think
to
that
end
many
where it is.
animes that were delayed that were like big heavy hitters other than like ReZero and Snafu. Like, you have your SAO, but I'm like not as invested into SAO.
I haven't been invested in SAO for a while.
Is Alicization, is that the last season they're doing of the show?
Yeah, that was meant to be the
Okay.
last 4.
Good.
That was meant to air this spring.
Good.
Wait, are they ending the SAO TV series, or is that just?
There is more plans for more light novels and more stories, but there's like nothing like set in stone right now.
They'll
Like,
they'll
they're
probably
like,
say
oh,
that
yeah, we're totally going
Alicization
to
is
do
the
more.
last season they're doing, but it won't. Be.
Yeah, they'll say it's the last one, but they'll do.
Yeah,
I mean, SAO is way too popular.
exactly.
I could see them trying to do more with, now I've forgotten it, but it's the side story that's based on Gun Gale Online, which is to do with sort of the lolly girl.
Oh, hell
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
dude.
SAO Alternative, yeah. SAO Alternative. That fucking I didn't watch that, but it's on the queue list as well, but that actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's only
The
like 4
SAO
episodes. I've
Alternative.
been meaning to look into it.
What, 4 episodes? What are you talking about? Isn't it a whole season?
No, it was only 4 episodes on Crunchyroll when I saw it.
What? I thought SAO Alternative was a complete 12 episode thing.
I don't think so. Is it?
It's 12
okay,
episodes.
maybe I
Yeah,
was
it
just
is-
looking
yeah.
early while it was still coming out.
I know what you.
Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's right. We got the fucking anime man here in his. Well, he's not the anime man, but he's the Australian anime man. Oh, I know the anime man's Australian too. Damn it!
Well, he's not anymore. He's technically gone back to Japan, so does that mean I get to take his title of the Australian anime man?
yeah, but he's got Australian descent still. He's got fucking damn it. By the way, what? I want to hear your 2 pieces on anime that's made in America and isn't actually, like, people were arguing whether it's classified as anime or not, like fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender and Ruby. Like, do you, in your humble opinion, class them as anime?
No.
Damn it! That's alright. Fucking love those shows regardless, but yeah, nah.
I mean, to me, it doesn't really bother me if it's classified as anime or not. I'm kind of just like, I don't really care, but I mean, I don't mind trolling people and saying no.
Fair enough.
You were
Dude,
successful.
you gotta have some fun with it. You gotta have some fun with it. That's completely fair.
Yep.
Alright.
As long as people enjoy it, that's all that matters to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, fucking... I don't know, Ruby to me is just something that I got attached to and really enjoyed, despite its shortcomings.
I mean, my friend loves Ruby. Like, eats, sleeps, and shits that shit. And it's
Okay.
just like,
I'm not part of the crazy fandom that literally fucking pairs together every single person when they even look at each other. I'm not.
no, he doesn't do that, but he said, yeah, there's a hardcore fan base for that. I'm just like, that happens with everything. Like, look at My Hero Academia.
Dear God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, My Hero, I can just tell. I haven't watched it, but I can tell from the distance. Fuck, that shit's getting off.
Dear God.
that-
My Hero fans are the fucking worst.
Most of my cosplayer friends refuse to cosplay as My Hero characters now because of how fanatic the community is with that.
Yeah.
Do you offend people coming in out of nowhere as maid Deku?
No, surprising. I mean, the young ones kind of look at me weirdly. Like, the young My Hero fans, they just look at me and they're just like, what? And then the older ones, like, honestly, AvCon, I had some, like, 40-year-old woman check me out.
Damn.
Like, legit. And the funny part was, there was one kid, he was walking past and he was talking to his mother and he goes, he's weird. And she's just like, it makes it look better that he's got hairy legs.
She understands.
She gets it.
Yeah, because so many people, like the younger people, are like, oh, you should shave your legs. I'm like, hell no.
Fuck no.
I'm going all natural, baby.
Fuck
Yeah, I'm supposed to, assuming we're all good by then, in January, I'm going to a convention. I think it's in around DC, but it's we're a group of friends and I are going as a group of My Hero cosplayers, and I'm gonna be Bakugo, and it's gonna be wild.
What was that fucking thing you did with Anamia recently?
Oh, Amina Sync?
What?
That was she just reached out like on Twitter, is like, hey, I'm looking for a male voice actor for a thing, for like one of her animated shorts. So she wanted me to voice and so I reached out to her and I was like, sent her a demo or whatever, and so she let me voice Todoroki, who's the fire and ice guy in My Hero.
Yeah, you did a good job at that. I watched it.
Yeah, it was
pretty good.
so she had me on for that. So it was a cool little animated short though. I'm happy I got to do it. It literally took me like 5 minutes. So
And she made a good distressed mother from a voice acting.
Yeah.
Speaking of voice acting, Daniel is, for all those that don't know, I'm going to drop the trailer for the audiobook next week. Actually, no. See, this episode, the special, is going to come out next Saturday, which is the 25th. Then I'm going to be dropping the trailer for the. Actually, no, I'm going to drop the trailer tomorrow because I need a 2-week upload. So tomorrow, I'm dropping the trailer tomorrow. So it will already be out by now for the audiobook, and Daniel is also a part of it. I've got essentially just all my mates have just gathered them and be like, hey, help me out, please. So yeah, Daniel is the announcer, and somehow you fucked up the pronunciation of Zane the first time around. I don't know how you managed to pull that off. I was just like, Zane, what?
My whole entire YouTube career will be me mispronouncing words. Like, I do it well, like, really do it well. Like, I get to a point, like, this is my secret now. I nickname things deliberately for that reason.
Nice.
That's fair.
But at the same time, I like giving nicknames to characters because it kind of just adds that bit of personalization. But there's, like, those points where I'm like, I'm going to give this character a nickname because I can't pronounce it. So it's, like, kind of a guessing game. Which one am I doing because I can pronounce or I can't?
Fair.
That's fair. That's alright, man. But we got there in the end. So yeah, you're the announcer in the final battle, which is not the final battle, but in the fight that takes place between Zane and Wyatt is voiced by Shady Fox, which is pretty fucking awesome. Gus is also a part of it, where he literally bullies himself. We keep going on about this.
Let's go,
If you didn't know, Daniel, we've already mentioned this on the podcast several times, but Gus voices 2 characters, Nirav and Barrett. And
so I'm the shy kid and the bully. So
he's the shy kid and the bully, and at one point the bully bullies the shy kid, and it's really funny. So it's really funny because Gus is literally bullying himself, and actually
pretty regular occurrence.
I'm up to editing chapter 2, and chapter 2 is when like you get introduced. And I think chapter 3 is when the bullying happens. So I'm getting there.
Yes, let's go.
I'm getting there. You'll hear it soon.
We're so close, dude. The end is in sight. Well, not really.
Can't wait to edit that shit together. But, yes.
Can you do a hashtag me too on yourself now?
Maybe.
Hashtag me too on yourself.
I think I can. This is a revelation.
Hashtag me too. It's just a Photoshop of you punching yourself in the face.
You've abused yourself, so...
Yeah. Dude, I don't need to Photoshop that. Are you kidding me?
No, you just need to Photoshop you next to yourself.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's a green screen away from happening.
Please make that happen. I want to see that now. Barrett and Nirav is the same person punching himself in the head. I want to see that now. But, yes, thank you for your inclusion in it. I thought as well, because of your amount of coverage on news and all that, and the amount of voiceover work you do just for news and stuff on your YouTube channel, I thought, yeah, you can be the announcer. That works pretty well. And yes, it worked well in the end. We got there. So cheers for your inclusion. And
that's all good.
Yes, so unless either of you want to bring up other topics of conversation, I think we're pretty chill.
Dude, I'm vibing.
You're vibing?
Yeah, dude.
Like every time we talk about anime, we just drift off very heavily into something random.
That's what we do here, bro. That's what we fucking do.
It's just so chill.
It's just straight up vibing. We don't have a fucking routine.
Trent, do you want to do more of those quick questions?
Oh yeah, okay, sure. We did this with JJ. I don't think we did it with Divide, but we did it with JJ, where Gus just brought up a random selection of quickfire questions, and we got all 3 of us to answer them. Yeah. So if you're interested, we'll do that again, Daniel. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, let him Google first.
Yeah, I need to get some.
And make sure they're not the same as last time.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. No, I think I've...
By the way...
Wait, have I seen this one?
Who did the artwork for your actual channel, Daniel? That little fucking chibi version of you.
A friend that also does cosplay, and she does Data Live cosplays.
Nice.
Huh.
Is there any other renditions of you in anime form? Or is it just that one?
There is none. I'm kind of looking to upgrade my channel icon to something a little bit more realistic to my actual appearance.
I was going to say, because I want to use something in the video, but I don't know if I want to use that. Just, it's pretty good, but it's just like, I don't use chibi stuff usually, but I'm sure we can find something else.
Wait.
I could use your the Fire Emblem character, just for shits and giggles.
I could always send you something from Overlord, maybe like Sebas.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, shoot away. Send what you think works, and I'll use one of those. But
What
sounds
about
pretty good.
this?
You got this, Gus?
Hold on. I'm still Googling, because I've found all of the ones that I've seen already.
Damn it. We're holding on tightly to our...
I would say, to bring up another topic, I think looking at like all the delays for spring, I think my biggest concern is that if the lockouts continue in the long term, my biggest concern is that when we go back into sort of like anime productions back on the table, I'm concerned that they're going to overwork their actual animators in not just catching up to what they've currently done or gotten behind in, but also keeping up to date with the current schedules as well. Like, for example, with how you've got ReZero, Snafu, and all those being delayed, but then you've got still summer to do as well, which means you've got things like Dharmachi, even Fire Force, etc. There's like a lot of new announcements coming out and a lot of current new seasons as well that they've possibly not even...
that is concerning. You'd hope that they would adjust all the schedules to fit, like... to fit a new timeline, since they fucking like been all forced to cancel and delay and shit. But knowing the Japanese work culture, it's almost like you do fear that they're gonna go fucking balls to the wall and just make everyone work twice as much just to try and maintain an old schedule, which won't fucking work. It is a little bit frightening to see what will happen once things... Well, things are never going to return back to normal. Once the virus actually calms down,
I mean, they're saying that this could be an ongoing issue until at least a vaccine comes out, and I think even after then, we're going to see a lot of changes. Studio-wise, economy, culture, just you name it, large changes overall. Well,
I'll tell you right now, no one's jabbing me. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I gotta go get my flu needle, I think, in a week or so.
I'd say don't do it, but each person to their own. I'm not big on them. I've never had a jab, and I've been doing pretty well for 21 years of my life, so I'm pretty happy. But
okay,
again,
I've got
another
some.
debate for another day. I'm gonna quickly let my dog out because she's in my room. She wants to go outside. Just 2 secs.
2 secs. Oh shit.
1, 2.
Dude, 2 secs. More sex than me. Got him.
Alright, we're back on it. Let's fucking do it.
Okay. This is an odd way to start out, but... So, Daniel, you'll go first, and then Trent and I will figure it out. So, cookies or cake? This is just random.
Cake.
I'm gonna say cookies. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Cats.
Cats. Where am I? There I am. This is weird, but it says computer games or video games. I don't know what the difference is.
What the fuck's the difference?
I'm not entirely sure.
Turn that into PC versus console.
Okay. PC versus...
PC.
Yeah, well, console, although PC has a lot of benefits.
I'm gonna say PC just because it can emulate consoles. But I do love my Switch very much. Pop music or rock music?
Rock. Thank God.
Yeah, right. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Oh, shit. Pancakes.
Waffles. Hot chocolate or coffee?
Hot chocolate. You
Hot
can't deny.
chocolate.
I've fucking been having nothing but mockers recently because it's just the best of both worlds.
Morning person or night person?
Night person.
Night person. Text or call?
Call.
I'm gonna say text because I do it more often.
We couldn't host podcast specials over text.
You're right, though. You're right. Libraries or museums?
Libraries.
Museums? That's tough. I don't really like
Fuck
either
you, I like
particularly. Well, that's fair. Winter or summer?
Winter.
Winter.
Yeah, we're about to come into winter here in Australia,
Yeah, well,
so
we're
thank
coming
fuck
into
for that.
summer.
Thank God for that.
Loser.
I mean, we only had half the country. Oh, wait, the entire country burned.
Yeah, the entire country was set on fire, so I'd like some rain, please.
Book or movie?
Movie.
Although I said libraries before, I'm going to say movies here.
Movie.
It's easier to numb your mind and watch a movie, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Tea.
Coffee. Chocolate or vanilla?
People have been trying to get me into tea for ages, and it hasn't worked.
So chocolate or vanilla?
What was the last one?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Coke. Rain or snow? How much experience do
Do
you
we
have
get
with that?
snow?
How much experience do you have with
We
that?
don't get snow here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless you just count the ice in my fridge.
Unless you
Close.
go up to, like... What are the skiing lodges? That there's some skiing lodges here where, like, 2 months out of the year there's some snow, if that. But, yeah. Rain, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
rain.
I'm gonna say snow just because I really like snow. So comedy or
Lucky
horror?
bastard. Comedy.
Comedy. Hamburgers or hot dogs?
Hamburgers.
Burgers. Boat or plane?
Ooh. Boat.
Yeah, boat.
I'm gonna say plane. Painting or drawing?
Drawing.
Drawing.
Drawing. T-shirts or like button downs, or like nice polos or whatever. Like casual dress versus nice dress.
Polos.
I like button-ups.
Yeah, I'm gonna say t-shirts. Let's see. Flowers or trees?
Trees. They give me oxygen.
Fair. I'm gonna go with trees as well. Batman or Superman?
Can I pick a real hero?
Who's that?
Batman.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Jesus. I care
Poor
not
guy.
for the DC. I care not for the DC universe. So
Batman. Lions or bears?
fuck. Lions. I guess.
Milk or juice?
Juice.
I don't have juice as much as I thought. So milk.
I'm gonna say juice just because it's more variety there.
That's probably why I'm huge. Anyway.
Ice cream, ice cream or froyo?
What the fuck's a froyo?
Frozen yogurt.
I was about to
Frozen
say,
yogurt. Okay, thank you.
I'll go
Ice
with first option.
Ice cream, yeah.
Yeah, ice cream.
Yeah. This is pandas or whales? Pandas.
Pandas, I guess.
Oh, you can't say this. Okay, circles or squares? I'm gonna say circles.
Triangles, bitch.
Hey, that's
Fuck
not
you.
a fucking option.
Hexagons.
Octagons.
Dodecahedrons.
Yes.
Puzzles or board games?
Board game.
Board games.
You know when you play board games when you're fucking bored.
Wow.
Yep. Anyway.
You know, it's funny. In Australia, after the Prime Minister said, oh, yeah, you know, you can always play a board game at home, every store ran out of board games.
Yeah, I know.
So the toilet paper crisis extended to
Panic
It's like
buying.
people forgot board games exist.
Panic buying
hilarious.
board games. Oh yeah.
It did happen earlier.
Here, let's see. Apples or oranges?
Apple.
Orange.
Apples. Swimming in a pool or the ocean?
Pool.
In a pool.
Sweet or salty snacks?
Salty.
Sweet.
Salty. Steak or chicken?
Give me that chicken, boy.
I'm gonna say chicken. Shower or bath? Oh yeah,
Episode.
that's what I'm talking about, dude.
That shower where it's actually both, where it's like the bathtub underneath you and the shower on top, so both.
That's the first thing I'm going to do when I go to Japan is like, find me a spa.
Japanese hot
Find me
springs.
a naked mixed spa bath right now.
Dude, I'm literally first thing I do when Trent, if we meet up there, we're going to a hot tub and we're gonna try to find a way to peek into the female part like they do in anime.
You fucking what? wait a minute.
You know
Why
how they do
are we
in
doing
anime?
that?
Okay, you know how an anime like they'll do
We're trying
like,
to recreate famous anime
no,
scenes.
not
and
even
we're gonna...
that, dude. It's not. It's just like we're trying
Like
to
getting put in
experience it
jail?
for ourselves. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not, dude?
Because I'm not a pervert, you fucker.
Okay,
You
but that's not
fucking-
the point. We're not trying to see titties. We're trying to. It's about the strategy.
It's trying to see if anime is realistic.
It's about to try. It's about the strategy. It's about
It's the journey.
teamwork. To try to for
Why do
for
you
a
sound
noble
like
cause.
a terrible protagonist?
He
Actually, no. You actually sound like the protagonist's friend
Exactly.
in an anime on that episode. Be like, it's not about seeing them, and the main protagonist is like, no, we shouldn't do it. It's morally incorrect. And it's like, it's about the journey, the epic triumph
that's literally what I
amongst
was
the
going
hills
for.
to finally see them titties.
That's literally. It's about the journey. It's about the teamwork. It's proving that we can. It's not. It's about never giving up.
Oh god, that will be a
Never gonna give
Never
you
epic
let
story
you
time
down.
in Japan. How we got fucking kicked out of a spa bath for
And
being
it would be
anime
worth
protagonists.
it, dude.
In-
You telling me that story wouldn't
You
be
know
worth
what? I
it?
want to go now just to see you do that.
Yeah, no, Dan, you need to join us on the trip to Japan.
Yeah,
and
feel free.
You need to record the whole experience.
Oh yeah, I'll be the one bailing you out of
Oh
it.
yeah.
I still need a cameraman for it, by the way. So
Oh yeah.
You're
Good luck
more
with
than
that.
anyway, continue.
Being too hot or too cold?
Too hot.
Wait, which one would you rather be?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd rather be too cold.
I think I would rather
Wait.
be too cold because you can put a bunch of stuff like you can layer up as much
Yeah,
as
and
you want.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can put more clothes on. It's like summer over here, everything just gets so hot to the point where it's like this.
Yeah.
There's no like.
I hate
Tour.
sweating, so I'd rather be too cold.
Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza. Scooby Doo or Tom and Jerry?
Ben 10.
Do.
What? That's not even close. That's not
Nigel
even
Thornberry.
close, dude. Looney Tunes is more like it.
Smashing.
No, I'm gonna.
Bugs
That's
Bunny.
really hard though. I really love both of those shows.
I care not for either.
I'm gonna say Tom and Jerry just because I like the stupid humor. And then last is family or friends.
Friends.
Friends also.
Fuck. Friends.
Yeah. All right, that was it. That was the last one.
All
Yeet.
right. Lovely stuff. I think we'll can it here. But thank you very much for joining us, Espiritu / Daniel, for your little own podcast special. We hope you.
It's always good to derail for
Yeah,
an hour.
it is.
So it's always good to shoot the shit and talk about anime, and
Also, not talk about anime.
also not talk about anime and getting.
I think we spoke like
Yeah, I love how it's just like we start off the topic with anime, then we move on to the fucking liberal government, and it's just like, hell yeah, that's
Makes sense.
This is
Friendly Geordie hit me up on Twitter.
friendly Geordies, mate.
I'm not Australian, but
so,
I still love you.
yeah, thank you. So he appreciates that.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But yeah, if you
He gave me a badge on Facebook. You know how you get those dumb badges when you're like the top fan? He gave me one.
Nice.
he praised one upon you.
And it was mainly because I was trolling like some little boomer.
That's the way you gotta get
You got
into
a
his
badge
heart.
and reward.
No, but fucking friendly Geordies, if you ever want your own special, come on board. We will talk about anime.
I will sit here in
Even though
silence.
You're not an anime fan.
We can talk about that one time that politician tried to ban anime in Australia.
Oh, can we quickly talk about that, Gus? Did you hear about that story?
No.
There is literally a politician that was trying to ban anime because what anime did he use as an example of why it exploits children or something like that? What was some of the anime he used as an example?
He named a couple, but I know one of them was...
That's right. He fucking brought up. He
was
brought
so
up in
good.
front of Parliament. It's just like,
The funny part is every YouTuber covered it, but I'm the sorry loser, and you as well, Dren, that's going to live in the same state as that moron.
he's a fucking dipshit. That was so hilarious. It was just because you could just see him on the news. It's just like him trying to describe the anime, and then it's just like Ero manga sensei, and it's just like, oh my god, what's this guy?
Oh my god.
He was shut down within like a week by the government because they were just like, yeah, dude, these are fucking cartoons. These are not real children. We think it's fine. So he was shut.
The thing is the rating board rates them appropriately anyway.
Yeah.
So he was just complaining about the very thing that already gets rated anyway. It was just like, they're just like, what do you expect? To ban everything?
It's just because the chicks have like moderately small tits. He's just like, oh, they're children. It's just like, no, motherfucker. There's legitimately like the fucked up shit is rated R and MA15, and most of it is. God, he's such a moron.
What a dipshit.
It was more funny when he was trying to describe. He's like, I can't describe it with words because it's just so traumatic. It's like, oh my god, you poor fat soul.
Yeah.
Imagine being a politician and trying to describe Aromanga Sensei in front of the entire.
You had to spend our
country.
taxpayer money reading some manga and anime about some anime titties.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That was a waste of taxpayer dollars for sure.
Like, how did he get voted in?
He's definitely getting voted out by all the weaves now, so. Rise up, weaves. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, I should probably let Gus do the outro.
Yeah, it's my turn. Okay, hold on. Let me sit up. I was slouching.
Get up, get ready, get prepared.
Yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in and listening to us absolutely have a ball for an hour and a half, and also Trent's dog.
Yep.
So yeah, like we mentioned earlier, follow us on Twitter at FireStorm Pod, where you will find a plethora of dick jokes in your timeline.
Daniel, do you have anything to
Yes,
plug,
Daniel, please plug anything.
This is the end of my career now.
Our careers ended when we started this.
Everything will be taken out of
You have been
context
thoroughly
now.
exposed.
Yeah, it's okay though.
No, pretty much. I'm sure people know where to find me. Just look up Espiritu on YouTube. Apparently, they don't censor my content. So
Win W. What's your Twitter? What's your @?
That's a good point because apparently my original one was taken. So it is Otaku Espiritu.
Okay. So follow that. Trent you'll leave that in the description, right?
I'll link all these motherfucking links.
Yeah.
I'll link them all.
All right. So yeah. Again, thank you all for watching. And what else? Oh yeah. If you have any questions or suggestions for Trent and me, you can leave them in the comments or email us at firestormproductions2@gmail.com, where we will probably just read your strongly worded email about how gay we are and ignore it.
And trying to prove points of why anime should be banned.
Yes.
When we will thoroughly
with the
rip
basis
into
of
you.
Eromanga Sensei, which is clearly the best way to go about your political
Eromanga Sensei
ventures.
is the greatest romance of all time.
Repeat that, please, Daniel. We wish to hear it for the court.
Yep.
This is the end of my career. Eromanga Sensei is the greatest anime of all time. I am totally not being sarcastic.
No,
right there.
we cannot dispute it. It is now fact.
It is now factual. So, yep, you've heard it here first. And with that, on that epic note, Eromanga Sensei is the best anime ever created. And we'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Eromanga Sensei is the best anime in the world.